All right, y'all, today's question comes from a guy follower, and he wants to know, how does he avoid arguments with his wife when all she wants to do is talk? All right, let's put some color to this context. He's been married for about 7 years, so he's probably going through the 7-year itch. They've got 3 beautiful girls. They have a good marriage from what he says, but he said he also is finding himself apologizing a lot for the confusion. So let's get into it. And then stay till the end, because that's where I'm going to offer up a simple cheat code. All right, let's go. All right, ladies, come to the front. Let's talk about some of the fundamentals that our men have that we need to understand if we want peace and happiness in our relationships. Now, this particular fact is one that we either tend to forget or we're just not paying attention. And I think if we're being accountable, I think it's the latter. All right, let's get into it. Men are wired to give solutions. That's not some men, that's all of them.
So men, their entire world is solve problems.
So as soon as you start explaining a problem, their brain immediately starts pulling into a repair shop looking for a fix. Now, we have to remember when this happens, they're not trying to dismiss us. They're not trying to avoid our emotions. They are genuinely looking for a way to help us. Now, let's not forget that men are biologically predisposed to stay in a fix-it mode. I mean, God just made them that way.
Men, problems are cancer. They need to be destroyed, conquered, killed, solved, and if you can't solve it, shrink it. If you can't shrink it, forget about it. But women share problems for a different reason. They don't want it solved. True, ladies? They want to connect. But women take problems and they make them bigger and more full and more rich, and they share it with you. So think about how funny this is. Women want to share their problems and not solve them and feel connection. Men have to destroy the problem to feel alive. And when somebody loves you, he wants to solve your problem. And as soon as he tries to, and by the way, he always makes it simple, because men make everything simple. You just do these 3 things. Boom, boom. It's not.
God, when he made us to be nurturing. So we tend to lean in towards emotional empathy because we want to offer comfort. On the other hand, our men, they lean towards action empathy. And that's why they always want to solve problems. That's why if you ever told your man something at work was stressing you out, before you can even finish your sentence, he's making suggestions like, well, maybe you should talk to your manager, or maybe you should start looking for jobs somewhere else. Meanwhile, you're looking at him like, can't you just stop talking, please, and just give me a hug? Now, fellas, I need you to come to the front. Ladies, y'all can step back for a sec. When we talk things out, we're processing our emotional bubble, and we're doing it in real time. So we're trying to release some of this stuff. So when you immediately jump into fix-it mode, we take it as you're not listening. Now, I'm sure someone at this point has probably made a comment, then maybe she should talk to a best friend or a coworker. All right, fellas, I'm going to confess, you're our best friend. So yes, while it might be easy for us to unload with our friends, sometimes those friends don't know how to keep their mouth shut. And before we know it, our business is all over the streets. All right, back to my ladies. Time for some notes. If you know you don't want a solution, here's your cheat code. Prep him before you open the box. Real simple. So instead of leaning into what's bothering you right away, start with, baby, I need to vent for a minute. I don't need a fix right now. I just need you to listen and be a shoulder. Now, that one sentence can save a whole argument and save you from getting all up in your feelings and your emotions, because now your man understands the assignment. And fellas, if she doesn't prep you, then maybe you should start with the question before she gets going. Start with, baby, do you need a fix or do you need a shoulder? So simple, right? And I know somebody listening is probably saying, ain't no way it's that simple. Well, let me remind you, here's the thing. A lot of things we don't see actually hide in plain sight. The issue is we overcomplicate things because we're so focused on trying to be understood. And sometimes the difference between peace and another unnecessary argument is simply understanding how your partner naturally communicates. Now, hear me out. Not every conversation needs a winner. Not every emotional moment needs a solution attached to it. Sometimes us girls just want to feel safe with you, okay? Well, that's all I have for you. Take what you need, leave what you don't. Keep your frequency tuned into your relationship. Please like, follow, and subscribe.